Oh, okay. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. It's
This
about
is my
time.
first time doing Discord, so I was like, bear with me.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
I am good. It is finally we're here. I had some
I know.
complications on my side,
It's okay.
juggling everything right now. So, but we finally put it in for real this time. Yeah,
It's all good. How are you and the family?
we are pushing through now.
That's
Pushing
good to hear.
through. Yeah. So y'all already know. Welcome back, Yard Talk. We're here with another lovely artist. Like, honestly, I don't think we get enough female artists on here. I don't think. And I just love the female artists that we do get on here. Like, it is on point every single time. We don't miss. We don't miss
Mm.
with the artists we find and we want to connect with. Yes, we love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her the microphone. Let her introduce herself.
What is up, everybody? My name is Justbeyouniq. I'm originally from Camden, New Jersey. Currently stationed out in PA right now, and yeah, I'm a singer, songwriter, dancer, choreographer. Do a little rapping too, everything performing arts wise. And I'm glad to be here.
Most definitely, most definitely. I'm glad we are finally glad to have you. Like I said, took about a week and a half or so, but we're here now. We're here now. That's what matters. And speaking of Camden, I ain't too far. I mean, I'm not from there, out there in the area of South Jersey and Jersey. I'm from out here in Texas. But we moved. We've been living up there for a few years now, so we're definitely, yeah. So it's definitely
I
nice.
like Texas. I was in Dallas, so
That's my hometown. That's my
yeah, yeah,
hometown.
yeah.
Most definitely. So unique. Is that your actual name?
No, my actual name is Dominique. So
Ah,
the way that I spell just be unique out, it's actually like a play on words, and it's a double message to like just be unique, like to be myself, but also to everybody else to be unique. So like, yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Definitely. Yeah. You definitely got to represent yourself and be your true self. That's the only
Mm.
way, especially through music. I can't imagine someone getting in the music industry and not being themselves, being putting on a mask and being some like no. I love the genuine artistry, and you might be wondering how I found your music, how I got in contact. It's usually the
Very
same
much.
agenda for most of the artists that I find. I just scroll through Instagram and it says, it gives a sponsored by it and just has an artist, and I just listen to music and I just go through their catalog, a few of their songs in the catalog. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I
But
think we should
that's
contact
dope.
and see if we can reach out, get a chance to connect with them and break down their mind through music and break down their mind through life.
Mm,
That's what I love. That's what we're about. Over here at Yard Talk, we love connecting.
that's dope.
So we know where you're from, but what was your startup journey like for you? Like getting into music?
Hmm. So, um, I mean, it's kind of cliche, but for real, since I was a little girl, always was dancing and singing. My mom literally said I was dancing before I could even walk, rocking back and forth, watching old school music videos, Missy Elliott, Justin Timberlake, Sierra. And then just musically, I was always surrounded by music between my dad and my mom in the house, always singing, always playing music, whether it was cleaning the house, vibing. And I want to say around like 12 is when I got into the youth choir, well, the kids choir in church. And then, yeah, throughout high school and college, same thing. Just music was always writing, did poetry. And I decided to really take dance and everything seriously probably after I graduated high school. Joined a company called Creative Reaction Dance Company in Philadelphia. That's where I got most of my training from. I also used to train at Level Dance Complex in Camden, New Jersey. Well, Pensacola, New Jersey. Got my foundation in locking, popping, breaking, house, groove, and then went on and got a scholarship for acting to go to a school in New York. Didn't necessarily work out the way I wanted it to. However, I feel like when the timing is right, I can still do that eventually. But yeah, just trying to manage all the hats. You know, when they say you're a multifaceted or talented person, sometimes it could be hard to juggle everything because you want to try and do everything at once. But just trying to stay focused right now. I'm definitely more focused on my music. I just recently joined a competition called America's Next Top Hitmaker, and I actually just found out yesterday that I made it to the top 5. So if I do win the grand prize, I actually get to perform in Austin, Texas at Rolling Stone. So yeah,
my Texas people, y'all better be out there. 2.5. I ain't playing. I will track you down. already. What would you say the music scene is like out there in Camden?
It's pretty diverse. I would say between Camden and Philly because it's like right across the bridge. Like when I say I'm from Jersey and I go down south or go anywhere, people automatically think I'm from North Jersey. They always be like, "Oh, you from Newark or you from Jersey City?" And I'm like, "No, up north is more closer to New York, so they have a different vibe. And then South Jersey and Camden is closer to Philly, so it's more of that vibe. But it's very diverse. You have a lot of rappers, a lot of singers, but it's from R&B to jazz to just hip hop and everything. Camden Arts Yard is a big place in Camden that a lot of people go and perform and have events at. And then there's plenty of spaces out in Philly that people just go back and forth. So it's pretty dope.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I was always kind of curious about South Jersey. I already kind of have a little bit of experience of understanding the North Jersey music scene. Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah, definitely big difference. So, I mean, you got a definitely lot of inspirations musically, I can tell. What would you say are something like your family and friends' inspirations? Like, how do they inspire you?
So really like my parents for sure. My dad inspires me a lot, just a lot with his work ethic, just in everything he does as far as like working, taking care of his family. Um, and he's not a music artist or like too musically inclined. However, he loves music. So like playing music from the time he's in the car, out the car, in the house, at events. He used to be a DJ at one point. So I feel like a lot of my old school R&B and roots come from him, from Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder, Babyface, Earth, Wind and Fire. A lot of that old school soul, funk, and R&B comes from him. And then my mom, she's more of the wild party animal.
Okay.
And a lot of my diversity comes from her when it comes to like early 2000s pop music and R&B. She loved Ashanti and she loved, you know, Christina Aguilera and Pink and Aaliyah and all that. So it's like it's pretty broad on the spectrum. I listen to a lot of stuff, and just them telling me to, you know, stay focused and don't let anybody tell me that I can't accomplish my dreams. They definitely keep me headstrong and are a great example of what work ethic is, for sure.
Definitely. Love that. So, moving on to some of your songs and projects, I want to see what kind of opinions you have about your own your catalog. What would you say has been the most, like, what do you feel like you put the most emotion into? Like, what song or project you feel like you put the most emotion?
So I'm currently working on a project, my first EP. It hasn't been out yet. All my music that's out have been singles. The one that I feel like was probably the most emotional would have to be 25. That was like my first single that I dropped. I dropped that like 2 years ago. And basically, I was going through a lot, like everybody was going through 2020, the pandemic and everything. It was a rough time. Within, I feel like 2020 to 2022, there was a lot going on as far as me leaving an abusive relationship, moving around from state to state, and just trying to, you know, get back to my confident self and realize my self-worth. So 25, I dropped on my birthday because at that time I had turned 25. So I was like, I'm just, I'm feeling 25. I'm doing better than I was and building that confidence again. So in the song, it's literally just talking about that, knowing your self-worth, knowing who God created you to be, and, just feeling like a baddie.
There you go. Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you go. What would you say, like when you we all have our moments like where we have our art, rhymer's block and creative block. What would you say? What gets you back in the mode to get back at it, to creating?
God, like, legit. I've always, well, I wouldn't say I always had a relationship with God. I used to go to church when I was younger and, did the things, Bible study, all that, did what my mama and everybody told me to do. But it wasn't until I got older and realized the true importance of having your own relationship with the Lord and bringing that back and just allowing the Holy Spirit to, like, invade my life and help me out and guide me through everything. So whenever I feel like, I'm stuck or I can't write or I'm just not in a creative space, I just take time to chill, meditate, and just literally pray and allow the Holy Spirit and God to just give me ideas or give me whatever, He wants me to put out into the world. Because at times people be like, oh, I'm self-made, I do this, I do that. And it's like, yeah, it's okay to work hard. Of course, work without faith is dead. But at the same time, you're not really self-made, like you were created. So you need that guidance and that
Right.
help to push out that creativity.
Most definitely. What's been your most popular song from like other people's perspective?
You know what's crazy? Again, being from Jersey, right? So Jersey Club, right? Jersey Club has always been a part of my life since I was young. Just
Right.
going to house parties, even at school dances, wherever, the family cookout. If Jersey Club is not playing, what are you doing? So of course I was like, oh, I need to make a Jersey Club track just because of the nostalgia. And I made it and I had did a little dance challenge or whatever, but it didn't do like I thought it was gonna do. But every time I bumped into people or even like family, friends, or anybody, they'd be like, yo, that tap back is crazy. Like one of my people was like, I actually use that to work out like every day. Like it's such a hype track. It's so fun. And a couple people have told me like even though like it may not be doing numbers now, it's gonna be one of them ones that come back to the surface and it's gonna just blow up. So I was like, hey, it is what it is. I just put it out there. It was fun to make and surprisingly a lot of people like it. So
Definitely. That's one thing I kind of love that energy from Jersey. If it's kind of like Atlanta. If your shit ain't bumping in the club, it ain't gonna make it.
right. Pretty much.
I love that. Definitely. When it's time to really like lock in, you know, one key piece to making music. There's many key pieces to making music, but one of them is just getting down and writing. What would you say is your writing process?
So yeah, to your point, there's many different ways. It depends. Most of the time, I'm a melody girl, so I won't always have the lyrics right away. I go off a beat, so I go on BeatStars or Wonderlust, or I have a few of my producers, like my people, send me beats wherever I find beats and beats that I like. Once I find that beat that catches my attention, I'll just have it on repeat, just let it play, and I'll hum out melodies, I'll sing whatever, even if it's like mumble, I'll just put those melodies down and lay those melodies down, and then I go back with lyrics eventually, like whatever comes to me. If I freestyle it out, or because I'm a poet too, which I feel like poetry and rap kind of go hand in hand.
Right.
Like when people ask me, I'm like, I'm not necessarily a rapper, but like I can rap. I feel like,
Right.
So yeah, once I have those melodies and that core, like, okay, I know how I want this to sound, I start with like the hook and then from there go into verses. Usually that's how it goes.
Okay. Okay. How would you say that your music has impacted other people? Like, what kind of like feedback have you gotten that like kind of like, oh wow, that's how you feel about my music? Damn. All right.
So yeah, so quick backstory about that, because of course like everybody, every creative, I feel like, on the earth of the planet, whether you're a singer, a rapper, a musician, an actual artist, painter, whatever it is, we always have those moments of self-doubt. And there'd be times where you just want to quit. You just feel like things just ain't going your way. But then, of course, I feel like God gives that confirmation. Is like, nah, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You were gifted for a reason. So I don't know, back in 2021, maybe around that time, I was in New York and I was at a Masego show. And then I was there for the after party. And that was around the time where I was just like, yeah, I don't know how much longer I want to do this or if I'm even really going to be able to go off with this music thing. And just chilling, meeting new people, networking. And two random girls I've never met in my life came up to me and was like, yo, Justbeyouniq, you're amazing. Like, keep doing what you're doing. You don't know us, but we're from Philly. Like, keep doing your thing. We're watching you, whatever. So, of course, I'm just like, what? So,
Right.
of course, I gave them hug, gave them love, and appreciated it. But, like, I was like, that's crazy. Never in a million years would I would have thought anybody was, like, really keeping up with me. And then in New York and people from Philly. So, it was a surreal moment. So, in that moment, I knew, all right, clearly I'm doing something. So, I got to keep going. And yeah, it's just literally you're your worst self-critic. You just got to keep pushing and keep working at it. And I feel like even family, like, people show it to their coworkers and stuff like that, and they be like, wow, like, this is a different sound, like, you're a modern day. I've even gotten a modern day Janae Aiko or Erica Badu. I've gotten Jill Scott, and I'm like, these are big names, but
Yeah.
okay. I was like, no pressure, but I appreciate it.
But
So, like,
I can
whatever
definitely agree with those as
resonates.
well myself. Like that's what got me drew me in. I was like, yeah, I hear the Erica Badu. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so real, but yeah.
That's definitely yeah. I felt that. What kind of impact would you want like to like? What kind of in the future on the when as you continue to grow with your career? What kind of message do you want to have through your music?
Just showing the light, you know what I mean? The light of God, showing that it's okay to be positive. It's okay to be broken. It's okay to just be authentically you. It's life. Life be lifing. We all go through stuff. And I always try and be as real and authentic in my music, from my experiences or other people's experiences that I know. And yeah, and definitely, like, if people didn't know now, you're gonna know I'm a child of God. So
Right.
it's like Jesus is gonna be in my music here and there, but it won't be your typical, I guess, gospel music. Because again, I'm also real and I'm human, so you're gonna get what you're gonna get.
That's right. That's right. Music comes in all shapes and forms, even in art. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can like it, you can hate it, or love it. It is what it is.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So I have a few serious questions. You know, this doesn't just pertain to music; it can pertain to life. I put a
Mm-hmm.
couple of them in certain places. First one being, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Woo. Oh, where do I see myself in 10 years? Well, definitely, my mom will be straight. My family will be straight. I plan on buying them, houses and property. Uh, Hopefully married. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I have a husband. Family. I do want kids. So I think in 10 years, yeah, I would assume I would have at least one or two.
There you go.
And yeah, just successful. I don't really care to be like super super rich and have all the crazy mansions and all that, but like to definitely be stable, wealthy, and done broke. Generational curses for sure.
Right.
So yeah.
Definitely. It's all about comfortability. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, you got to push your voice through that mic, you know, and it's not easy every day. We have our moments where our voices just ain't pushing through. So, are
Mm-hmm.
there like any exercises that you do to for your vocals?
Vocally, see, I'm not like a I don't have a vocal coach or anything like that. Like back when I was in school and I did choir and stuff, we did like the old school, like and all the warm ups and all that. But really, me, I drink my tea like right now, literally.
Hey, that's something. Yeah.
I drink my green tea with lemon and honey, raw honey. And yeah, I try and do vocal rest. Like if I know I'm about to record or I'm about to do something, I try not to do too much talking or try not to do too much yelling. And even with it, I like the flaws in my voice too. Like I don't try and be a perfectionist because number one, I'm not like a powerhouse vocalist. Like I ain't no Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey. However, I can hold the note, and I'm not tone deaf. So like when I know I want to get clear notes and all of that, you know, I make sure that I rest the voice, and yeah, just record.
Yeah, definitely. Now, this next question doesn't have to pertain strictly to music, but what has been the best advice given to you?
It's been the best advice. I got some pretty good advice from some people. Probably my dad. He always says this thing to me and my sisters where he's like, don't let them take away your free will. They can't take away your free will. And that just goes for anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. He even includes himself in it. He's like, because obviously we were given free will from God. So whatever we believe in, whatever we stand for, stand on it 10 toes down and just have faith.
Yeah. Gotta stand strong. Definitely. We gotta have those people that we look up to. And there's that family, our parents are definitely one of those people. Some of those people. Definitely. So, now, getting back to some of the other musical questions. Sometimes we have our little fantasies. We love these certain artists, and sometimes we wish two of our favorite artists would finally do a song together, or more than two. So, what are some of those artists for you?
Ooh. You know what would be crazy? If Masego, Sade, and Black were on a track together. That would be insane.
God damn, yeah.
I don't even know where Sade is nowadays, but
I don't even know either.
Listen,
yeah,
that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be the song of the year. One of the songs of the year. Yeah. Damn. Okay.
I would take a project.
Right. May as well. All right. Sometimes this is an easy question. Sometimes it's a hard question for people.
Mm-hmm.
What is the definition of success to you?
Ooh, the definition of success. To hear well done, my child. If anything ain't coming from God and it ain't approved by him, then it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, this may sound a little morbid, but we all gonna die. It don't matter what happens in this world. You ain't gonna be able to take all your riches and all that with you. So success is being better than what I used to be and growing each day and being able to hear those words from the Lord. Well done, my child. That's success.
Yes. I agree. As a great actor said, sitting in a restaurant, eating his bowl, good soup.
I like this Rick and Morty t-shirt too.
Yes.
That's fun.
And I like the cup. I noticed the cup
too. Appreciate it.
What would you say is the best era of music? Now, I mean, with this question, I always, you can go as far back as you want to with the Beethoven, or to the first hymns in the world of the world,
great.
Or you can bring it up to 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, or even now.
That's so hard. You know what? No, because it's crazy because I'm 27, right? But I have such an old soul. And again, it's due to my parents, like dad and everybody. Like, I was a little girl and they sitting here playing old school Earth, Wind, and Fire and everything. Shaka Khan. So if I always said, like, I loved, like, the 80s and 90s. But if I had to go back to a time period and an era, it would be the 80s. Like, I feel like I was just supposed to really be born in the 80s. From like just the style and just the old schoolness of it. It wasn't no social media, it wasn't no internet. You had to come in before the street lights was on. Like, it's still landlines and page. Like, it was a dope time to be alive. And I feel like the music was just fire because everything was like super musician wise. Like, you were on instruments.
And nothing was dumbed down for like what could be put out. Like, I mean,
Facts.
NWA '89. Like,
Yes. You had to put out like quality projects. And like the songs weren't like a minute and 50 seconds or 2 minutes.
right.
Like, they were like 5 minutes or longer. Like, you go get this reprise. So yeah, probably the 80s.
I mean, even going back to the '70s with their, I think it was, I don't know if it was those '80s or '70s, but going back to one of those with Queen dropping their Bohemian Rhapsody, never done before. Like, excuse me, you're dropping how long of a song?
Yeah. It's fire. It's fire.
Right. With no radio edit? Nah. It's like, damn. Never done before.
Facts.
What would you say is some of your strengths and weaknesses?
So my strengths will probably be that I am of service. Like, I'm such an empath. I'm always willing to serve and help others. Like, I'm very caring, very open. Like, I'm that friend, like, you end up calling me at 2 a.m. because you got a flat tire somewhere or you need a ride. Like, I got you. I'm gonna go pick you up or something. Like, I'm just always there. I'm very loyal and caring. My weaknesses, I have quite a few. I mean, the one that stands out the most, I feel like I'm an overthinker.
Okay.
I know a lot of people say that they're overthinkers, but like, no, like sometimes I just really be like not stressed out, but like I'd be so in my head, not realizing in present time like what's going on isn't that deep, or like just take your time and breathe. Like, I feel like I rush too. Like, I'm working on my patience with things. So yeah, that would probably be my weaknesses.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that overthinking.
Mm.
I'm a Cancer, so it's kind of embedded in me. I hate it though, but no, I'm doing it. It's okay. We push through.
We push through.
What would you say are the pros and cons of the music industry today?
It's crazy because I can't necessarily say that I'm in the music industry. Like, I mean, I'm in the industry of music. But as far as the actual industry itself, I'm glad that I'm an independent artist because a lot of the stories and things that I hear that be going on is kind of crazy. Um, but what I hear and see from the outside looking in, I would say the cons are most of the time you don't know what you're getting into as far as, contracts and stuff. Even if you think you read the fine print and all that, it's just always something that, producers or labels or directors or whoever just try and screw you over. Everybody is not for your best interest. So be aware of that, and you got to keep your circle tight.
Mm-hmm.
And just understanding who you are. I feel like if you're going in, you got to be confident in yourself, because if not, they will try and change your image and tell you who you're supposed to be rather than what you already are. So I feel like that's the cons of it. The pros of it is if you are signed to a label, or if you are doing things, you have a machine pushing you. So you have a budget. You have things to help you get to where you need to go faster and get you on platforms that you probably necessarily couldn't do yourself. And then, of course, networking, because not everybody in the industry is out to get you. Most are, but not everybody. There are good connections and there are good people who have true intentions, who want to actually see you thrive and grow. So I would say that's the pro. But yeah, again, I'm just, little old me. I'm on my own journey in my independent space.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
see when we get to those spaces, God willing.
Right. You've gotten a chance to do a few shows. So what's that like? Like, and how do you prepare?
So I've done shows and showcases for different things. So as far as dance goes, I've done, World of Dance. I was actually a backup dancer for Rob Bass at one point for a little bit. Um, and yeah, it's always like exciting, the adrenaline, getting on stage. I feel like the nerves are always there, but then once you go out there and dance, and it's like it's over in a second. But the adrenaline and just the feeling of being on stage and moving with a group of people, or even by myself, is dope. Singing wise and performing my music is a little more nerve wracking. I feel like with dance, I let go more. With music, I'm still getting comfortable with performing. I just recently did a little show at a creative space open mic in Philly, and it was dope though. The audience was dope. The vibes was great. Um, and it did feel good to be in the mic because you know you're controlling the room and the atmosphere. Um, Again, to prepare, it's not really too much of a preparation, just always a little prayer. I always ask that God's with me in the room and that whatever comes out my mouth is through the Holy Spirit and is positive and it just encourages people and it's nothing but love. And then I did an acting showcase thing one time with monologue. That's even more stressful. Because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, now we got to get into our acting bag. But it's also fun. I feel like anytime I'm just on the stage in general is just making sure that I stay prayed up and just do what I've practiced and rehearsed for.
Yeah, I agree. And we are coming on the last few main questions. Of course, the next thing we have is a few kind of more fun, laid back kind of things to really dive deep into your music taste.
Mm-hmm.
Where we'll give you the option of, you can choose between projects, you can choose between artists, you can choose between groups, and even doing finish the lyrics. Also, also, first thing comes to mind. So that one's pretty simple. Too.
No pressure. Let's see if I can do this. I'll be watching mad YouTube videos and stuff where artists do this, and I'll be like, it's
yeah. So we're going ahead and kill these last few questions. In your own personal opinion, what do you say is your favorite song that you put out?
My favorite song that I put out?
Yeah.
Probably recently, Stepping Stones. It's my recent single.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I better go run it up. It's gonna be linked in the description. I already know.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, if you didn't do music, where would you say you would be?
Probably just still dancing. That, and I really actually am good with my hands as far as arts and crafts and stuff. Like I love putting like baskets and like packages together and embroidery, things like that. So essentially being an entrepreneur, my own business.
Yeah, definitely. I think still do it all,
Facts.
It'd be a lot to handle it all at once, but the process would be fun.
For sure.
As long as it's something you love to do. Are there any other artists you want to shout out? Any other people you know?
Yo, shout out to Indie Tribe. I don't know if you guys know who Indie Tribe is, but they're a Christian group. But you wouldn't think they were Christian from the first rip. Like, they're dope rappers. It's like 4 guys. Mm-hmm. And they just dropped an EP recently. But they're fire. I've been following them for the past year or whatever. And let's just say, hear me out. You got Dreamville. Ari Lennox is the first lady, right? You got Top Dog. SZA's the first lady. You got 116. You got Wande. Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. So Indie Tribe, hey, if y'all need a first lady, I'm here. Let's just say that. Putting that out in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Let's get to that. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Already. Well, that was basically most of the interview already. You answered a few other questions I didn't even have to touch, so it kind of saved me some time and space. Yeah.
Sorry, I talk a lot.
I love it. No, it's okay. That's what we're here for. We'll learn about you and what you got to say. It's all about you. Spotlight's on you. Now, all right. Here we go. Let's see what you really are fucking with more. We start off with TLC against Destiny's Child.
Um, unpopular opinion, but I'm definitely gonna have to go with TLC. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is more of that tomboyish, like I love Destiny's Child, but the TLC gave me more like tomboyish, like rapping fun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Nicki Minaj against Lil Kim.
This is hard because Lil Kim walked so that Nicki could run, but like I grew up on Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
she got me through middle school and high school, and I'm talking about like fresh Nicki mixtape.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have to go with Nicki. I'm gonna have to go with
Okay.
Nicki.
Okay. Drew Hill and Blackstreet.
Oh, Drew Hill.
Okay.
Drew Hill.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me fix that one up. Drew Hill and Jodeci.
Oh, why you do this to me? I'm gonna have to go with Jodeci.
Okay. Now I got a couple rap projects. This one's Death Certificate from Ice Cube and The Blueprint from Jay-Z. Even if you just know a few songs, I mean, based on your favorite songs from those, what would
Yeah,
you choose?
I'm gonna have to say Blueprint, Jay
Okay.
Z.
Okay. Producer wise, this one's more producer wise. Kanye or
Mm,
Dr. Dre?
Kanye.
Okay. Okay. All right. This one's labeled TDE Dreamville.
Dreamville.
Okay. Love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hands down. Sorry, I'm a dreamer. I love J. Cole.
Yeah.
Everybody on that camp is crazy.
Definitely. Definitely. Everybody's still saying JID's is Kendrick Jr.
Literally. Insane.
Temptations or Isley Brothers?
I'm gonna go with the Isley Brothers
Yeah.
for sure.
NWA or Wu Tang?
Oh, Wu Tang.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City or All Eyes on Me?
All eyes on me.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Brent Fight. Brent Fight. I can't even. You know what I'm trying to say?
Fire.
Yes. Or Sir.
Ah, ah. You said him or sir?
Yeah.
He's a hard. Do
Mm-hmm.
you know both of these men are incredible?
Yes, I do.
You know, I love me some Brent, but I just feel like sometimes he could be a little toxic. So I'm gonna have to go with Sir. I'm gonna have to go with Sir. He gives more lovey dovey
Yeah.
at times.
All right, we got two classic, great rappers right here. This next one, Capital Punishment, which is a album from Big Pun, or
Mm-hmm.
Doggy Style, Snoop Dogg.
I have to go with Big Pun. Yeah, capital punishment for sure.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I came up with a list. I was just writing down. I was like,
Listen,
let me.
if it was my way, I would say both, but a lot of these, but you know,
Yeah,
gotta pick
I get
one.
it. I get it. College Dropout or Astroworld.
College dropout.
Okay. Illmatic or The Score by the Fugees.
The Score.
Okay. Miseducation by Lauryn Hill or SOS by SZA. Yeah.
Miseducation of
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Escape against SWV.
Mm. SWV.
All right.
Don't sleep on Escape though.
Yeah, definitely can't. Definitely can't. This one's a classic. Michael Jackson or Prince.
Interview's done. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to say Michael, but I love Prince too. I do, but I'm gonna choose Michael.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose
Okay.
Michael.
We got Queen against Elton John.
I'm gonna say Elton John.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if this is your taste. This last one, it's the more kind of country southern side, but we got Johnny Cash against Elvis.
Um, I'm gonna say Elvis only because a lot of his music stemmed from black people anyway. So I'm gonna say Elvis. I think I know like one Johnny Cash song. Don't kill me, y'all. So
Hey,
yeah, I'm
I
gonna go with
get
Elvis.
it. All right, now we moving on to the finished lyric. I gotta add a few more songs to the finished lyrics, but I mean, for what
I'm
I got,
terrible
I think it's.
with lyrics. But let's go.
At
I'm
least I'll
ready.
say the artist name so you know what like to look for, but and think about. But all right, this one's Biggie. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
With lyrics. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Something. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's terrible.
you got the
I know
magazine.
the cadence of it, but the
Yeah.
lyrics is not coming to me.
All right, we got a Kendrick song. If Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably got me down by the end of the song.
If I was in Crips all got along, it would probably got me down by the end of the song. The whole city
Like,
going. So my head,
yeah,
yeah. Live down. Where you from?
yeah. All right, this one's a scissor song. My man is your man, her man too. My man is her man.
Mine is mine is her and it's your man. Uh, but I keep them satisfied for the
You
weekend.
got the
Or I'm
right
missing
song, yeah.
something. I'm
Tuesdays and
missing something
Wednesdays and
between.
Thursdays.
That's terrible. I don't even be remembering my own lyrics sometimes, though, y'all. So this is not far fetched.
All right,
Told you I'm a melody girl. I know
I get it.
melodies.
I get it. This is a Chris Brown song, but it was a
Oh,
Lil Wayne verse. It was a Lil Wayne verse on it.
okay.
Man, fuck these bitch ass niggas. How y'all doing? I'm a little Tushy. I'm a nuisance.
From Transformers, ain't it?
Nah.
I can transform you. No? Yeah, Tucci. Yeah, no. This is terrible.
I
This
go
is terrible.
like the Street
This is,
Stooges. That was from Look at Me Now.
look at me now. You should have gave me Buster. So everybody knows that. This is bad, y'all. Okay?
No, you
I
doing pretty
promise.
good though. No, you doing pretty good. Yeah, okay. All right, this one's a Tupac song. I mean, I hope this is the easiest one. I'm a straight rider. I won't deny it.
I'm a straight rider. I won't deny it. So, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. All right, this is a Kanye song. It's something that you need to have because when she leave with your ass, she gonna leave with half. 18 years. 18 years.
And she found out the kid, or found out it wasn't his. Nah,
Yeah.
I ain't saying she was road nigga.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a few more to the list soon, but I gotta add some Steve
Lord,
Lacy or something. I don't know.
man, listen, that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was a little harder than I thought it was gonna be. But then, like, you know, when you hear the song and you
Yeah.
actually listen, then the words come to you. But right now, I'm just like, why am I drawing a blank?
Right.
But nah, it's cool. I knew the songs though. It's all
There
good.
you go. There you go. Yeah. So we got first thing comes to mind before we close this full thing out. So I mean, I'm gonna say one
Mm-hmm.
word. Tell me what you thinking. Starting off with color,
Yellow.
place,
Home.
country.
Southern bumpkins.
Ooh. Okay. Don't do that to me. That's a little hurtful. Hold on.
I love them. I love it. I love that Southern hospitality.
Food.
Gotta go with a patelillo.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Smell.
Ginger and hinoki. I'm
Okay.
looking at the candle right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Sound.
Uh, saxophone.
Okay. Song.
Drumming my paint with his
Okay.
fingers.
Yeah. Shoe.
Singing my life. You said, oh, I'm sorry. I got
Shoe.
caught up. What was it?
It was shoe.
Shoe? Nike Air Max.
Ooh, classic. Team.
Steelers.
There you go. And hero.
Jesus.
All
Jesus
right.
is
So
my
you got
hero.
it. Yeah. Now, before I close out, 2 last questions. Are there any questions you have for me?
I don't know about questions, but we definitely got to stay connected, brother.
Definitely. I'm
My
right out
aunt
there
still lives in
anyways.
Dallas,
I
so when I
mean,
go to
yeah.
visit, definitely gotta touch down, gotta link, and yeah.
Well, like I said, I live up there now. I live up in South Jersey, so I've been.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're in.
definitely.
Bet. I didn't peep
Well,
that you
right
said
now
you
I'm
moved
on
back.
vacation. Right now
So,
I'm on vacation out in Texas, so I'm here for a couple more weeks. But then we go back up. So yeah.
Oh, period. So yeah, we gotta link and keep this going, keep this connection.
Most definitely, we
I
definitely will.
appreciate this.
Are there any last things you want to tell anybody before we really, yeah?
Thank y'all for tuning in, and if y'all can follow me on IG and all my social media platforms at Justbeyouniq. That's JUSTBEYOUNIQ, and click the link in my bio and vote. Okay, give me the Rolling Stone.
There you
Appreciate
go. Yes, most definitely appreciate you coming through. I mean, like I said, took about a week and a half, but we here now. We
it.
it's
Life
in the
be life,
books
and I get
now.
it.
Yeah. Definitely, thank you. Wonderful voice. Keep it up with the music. You know,
Thank you.
like we said, any project you put out, we can set up something to do a video or a live stream to do like a listening party, or if you drop any new songs, we'll definitely be on top of it.
Word. But thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Definitely, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Been such a lonely journey. Seems like no one actually wants to get to know me, unless it's less of my energy that they crave, they phony. I had to do what I had to do and rid the old me.